your chart is you. So new moon intentions is every month there's a new moon. And it's in a particular astrology sign. It's in one of the signs of the zodiacs. Virgo, it says it's physical. Physical. It's the first word she gives, physical. And then it says health and diet and exercise. Because it's very much focused on its health. We'll say that much. Because when we think Virgo, when we say the word physical, okay, so what? They're like pumping iron. They're like triathlons. Not normally. You talk to people with their Virgo energy. Obviously, it depends on what house location it's in. But typically, it's a little bit more toned down because it's very holistic energy. It kind of lines up more with like feng shui and yoga and just healing modalities, things that are good for the body but are more holistic. So I think ancient Chinese remedies, I think massage work, you know what I'm saying? I think sound therapy, sound bath, like that, because it's Pisces is opposite of Virgo, right? So I think things that are not very harsh, they're not intrusive, because we think opposite, which is soft. Opposite of Virgo is soft Pisces energy. Things that are just like more that may help us escape, even may help us escape and to relax and feel calm, Virgo energy. So not intense or extreme physical stuff. I will just put my 2 cents to add to that. And then it says work and your job. So it's about your day-to-day routines, right? Domestic stuff is a big deal because that's included in your day-to-day routines, but your job and your work is part of that as well, right? So the health of your job, the health of your routines, those projects, the tasks, calendars, and organizing, all Virgo stuff. Cleanliness, big time, Virgo, cleanliness. Being efficient in organizing. Clear discrimination. I haven't used that word in a while for Virgo, but it's so true. Clear discrimination. They're like the jack of all trades of the zodiac. They can connect the dots. They can see how if I move this there and I put that there, they're all about function. How does it function? Right? Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense for the screwdriver to be in the kitchen unless, oh, wait a minute, but that's the screwdriver we use when we can't open a jar. So we put that little miniature screwdriver in this particular spot in this drawer for that purpose. That's a Virgo example to a T. It likes tools. Strong Virgo people have gadgets and tools in the house, lots of stuff in the garage, possibly, lots of tools in the kitchen, tools in general. Depends on how some other things are in their chart, but yeah. Clear discrimination, helpfulness. They like to be helpful. They want to serve. They want to serve, but they want order, so they want to serve in a way that's practical, that's tangible, but that will help you. Like I live with 2 Virgos. One of them is a double Virgo. And so many times when there's gifting going on, whether it's between themselves or for the holidays, sometimes those gifts will be quite practical. Matter of fact, one of the Virgos, I got a gift and it was they were the cotton, 100% cotton, a packet of 100% cotton wipes for the face. And because I was back and forth. I used to have my own. I would use like what is it that I love? It's so weird. I can't remember certain things right at this. Like this whole day has been like this. Witch hazel. I love witch hazel on my skin for my face, and so I would put witch hazel, like this astringent, on the cloth, and I would use that on my skin on my face. And I couldn't find the bottles anymore. This was even before the pandemic. The big 32-ounce bottles, it was like a couple bucks. It was like you couldn't, and the shit would last forever. It was like a no-brainer. And I thought, what the hell? I can't find these. Well, I started finding the little packages of towelettes of the same product, the same company and everything. And I was like, well, shit, I can't find what I want. I'll buy this. So I was buying those. Well, then she announced to me, oh, but they have these little pads that you can buy. And so the bottles are available now. And they have these little cotton cloths that are reusable. And I said, I would use that. And this was just in a conversation. Matter of fact, it was a matter of fact that she saw me admiring a gift that somebody else got, which was these little reusables. Anyhow, she made sure that I got those. So it's a very practical gift, right? And I'm not talking about gift for Virgo, but it was something I could use. You see, it was something that was functional. That's where I was going with that. And so One time she got a vacuum cleaner for a Christmas gift or however, I don't even know what if it was for a Christmas gift, but you see what I'm saying? Sometimes it's the tools and it's the things that we use in our domestic part of our life. And so we want things to be orderly, but it serves a purpose. Like there's a reason that we have that and there's a place where it belongs, Virgo. Everything has a place. Yeah. Relaxing and here's the thing, perfectionism. That's a big, big, big thing with Virgo. Perfectionism, striving for perfection. We always got to be cautious with that one. Diet, exercise, establishing good health habits, weight control, healing, healers, nurses, doctors, chiropractors, etc. All falls under the Virgo stuff of healing and the body and our overall health. So now I would put in keywords of like Reiki, massage therapist, even colon therapist. Like my mom used to be, yeah, she was a colon therapist. She would give colonics to people. She was also a Reiki master. She was hands-on healing. Like she did all those other like alternative healing modalities. She did all those things. She had strong Virgo energy in that way. So for things like nurses now, we're thinking home health care aides, right? We're thinking people who can help in domestic ways. And what are some of the other people in the hospitals, right? What are some of those things that are done? Many times the nurses, they're there and they're writing things down. They're writing down, okay, I took the blood pressure, I did that, and I did this, but they're also involved in what other ways? Helping a person stay clean, helping a person use the bathroom. Like they're helping with some other things that have nothing to do with medicine, right? And so they're like that in between, that very unbelievably vital in between the doctor and the medicine part. Because if you're in the hospital, you got a great doctor, but boy, if your nursing staff sucks, you're going to have a miserable stay and they can go south real quick, you know? So these people are really important, just like my mom's home health aide, priceless. So jobs, tasks, projects, to-do list, honey-do list, coworkers, structured routines, all Virgo stuff, a willingness to adapt. This is mutable energy because Mercury is the ruler. It's mutable energy. Helpful and practical, very helpful and practical. Like they're always kind of looking to see how can I help? How can I assist? Remember, jack of all trades, troubleshooter of the zodiac. They want to step in and look at something. Or how about this? When they arrive on a scene, it's like, how can I make this better? How can I fix this? How can I fix them? How can I fix that? That's can be a really positive thing, but it can also be a a vice because sometimes people don't want to be fixed. They just want you to listen, right? Sometimes that happens. Sometimes people are asking for help, but we always got to be cautious with that. It's difficult because the perfection thing, ooh, we can get in trouble with that perfection thing. We're always striving for the absolute, usually the unobtainable, and we don't realize it. And then that's where we get caught up. So we have to really be careful with all of that. A purity of intent, conscientiousness, desire for perfection. We've talked about that. Processing. My one housemate, when she's processing, which if you have a conversation with her about something, you can see her eyes going back and forth as she's processing information. And her eyes will go like really fast because her brain works really fast and you can see it. She like her eyes are all over the place. And I'm just like, whoa, okay. Like, damn, I can't keep up with them eyes. Holy crap. Bringing order out of chaos, the ability to see how the pieces fit. So some of this is redundant, but it's always good to hear it said in another way in case some of the words I've used don't click for you. But it's all the same thing. Worry, Virgo's worry. Remember, Mercury is the ruler of this. So there's that worry factor, the worry. Criticism, they can be overly critical, right? We got to be careful with our Virgo energy, all of us. Blame and judgment can happen with the Virgo energy, it says. Blame and judgment. I kind of always associated that with Mercury, but more associated with the Gemini and Saggy energy because they run along that same line of energy, but that's Mercury again. And yes, Mercury rules both Gemini and Virgo. So interesting. Workaholic tendencies. I'm like that with astrology. I have Uranus and Virgo. Yeah. And I Even in regular conversation, well, I don't really have many regular conversations. For me, astrology is everything because it's everything. It's everything. Like this microphone, you can name the sign, the planet, right? This light, this book, the laptop, me sitting here, like every facet of my life, my hair, my health, the cats, like it's all astrology. That's hence how the channel got its name. It was like life is astrology. It's all astrology. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. I don't know why I even went there. Okay, here we go, Virgo with health. The bowels and the intestines, constipation, diarrhea, digestion and assimilation, and the solar plexus. Interesting. Doesn't say anything about gas or anything like that, like the cancer one said, but it says constipation and diarrhea because it's more focused on the intestines. So when we think cancer energy was more focused on the stomach, and the Virgo then is going more inward and deeper. So it's beyond the stomach and going to the intestines. Well, I think I will have to pay attention, a little bit more closer attention in my own life to see if I agree with all of this. And I would love for you all to do the same and for the feedback. Absolutely. I'm just one person, right? This is a team effort here. This isn't just about these words are written and it's the gospel, it's the truth. Well, I shouldn't say the gospel, but anyway, you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. So, Virgo keywords, I should say Virgo examples of Virgo intentions. What do you guys want me to use some of the examples on? And make sure when you're listening to this that you're letting me know if there's something I went over that you want to hear her examples that she gave, right? If you want examples on physical health, do you want examples on work for intentions? Do you want examples on service and serving? Do you want examples on, she calls it synthesis, processing and synthesizing, or perfectionism, or the digestion? Like, what do you? So I'll just go right to this one. Orderly environments is jumping out. Creative and organization, orderly environments, handling details. Did I skip this? Efficiency and planning, paperwork and punctuality. I think I totally did not see this one. I must have skipped a page on accident because I went right to health or something. So it says, I want to easily find myself creating neatness and order in my home. I want to easily find myself paying my bills on time each month. I want to easily find myself organizing my paperwork and completing all filing and throwing away whatever I no longer need. Ooh, that's a big one. I want the habit of being late easily lifted from me. Wow. My housemates are like always on time. Strong Virgo energy. Yeah. Hmm. I always just thought that Virgos were very punctual in general. Obviously, there can be squares and things that where it doesn't work out that way. But again, this can be the extremes. Analyzing, critical thinking, discrimination, focus, and discernment. I want to easily find myself analyzing the problem in a way that is productive and brings happy results. I want all confusion and over analyzing of my situation lifted from me. And she says to be specific. There's a blank there because it says, I want all confusion and over analyzing of my situation with fill in the blank easily lifted from me. I want to easily find myself accurately discerning what is important to me and what is not. I want to easily find myself effectively responding to external crises without inner tension. That's a big one. That's a big one. I want to easily find myself focusing on and appreciating the opportunities that are being offered to me. That's a good one too. So these are just some examples. Some examples for Virgo intentions, setting intentions when there's a new moon in Virgo. I want a total healing to occur in the area of my fill in the blank. I want to easily attract, recognize, and begin working with the right healers for me that restore my fill in the blank for perfect health. I want to attract right information that leads to a total healing of my tendency to fill in the blank. I want to easily find myself taking action that leads to my successfully restoring my fill in the blank to perfect health and beauty. Okay. Next is Libra.